Right on his tape, V cuts in the front. V!
Michigan score!
Time snuck away from the Reapers. Cash the dazzle! Off the post!
Tack has Doug dancing behind him. Doug's head whipping back and forth and doesn't.
Looking for a shot here. Wheels fires and scores!
Oh! My
Series
goodness!
over. Good night, Anaheim.
Finding that spot, he's gonna be rewarded with another chance. Off the stick, how did Katie save that?
Saw with another pass across Titan with a shot on the net and he scores!
Short of the smudge. Now it's a breakaway pass. Buzz flip it. Look out, he's got an open net. Oh no! Buzz flip it. Puts him out now. Nice little play by Spaceballs. Nice. Here comes Spaceballs. He walks in with Savo. Pass over to Savo. Score!
Awkward play. Big hit by Log. Holy!
Shot one wide. Deflected by Echo. Glenn jumping on the goal. Now Paco in front. He scores!
Hello and welcome back to the the quarterfinals of the Contender Division. I'm Jack with Log, and a controversial ruling that decided Game 2 would be reversed. It was a 50% player. Cucci played both goaltending games for the Northeast Nighthawks, and it saw the game flipped around. What was two 1-0 victories for the Northeast Nighthawks reversed into a 1-0 forfeit victory in Game 2 for the Waco Weathermen. They got knocked out, but they're getting a second breath, and they're going to try their hardest to advance and move on to the Somewhere Somebodies, who are waiting patiently to find out the winner of this matchup. Find out in just a little less than an hour. Right here on the PHL network, you will see the Somewhere Somebodies face off against the winner of this game as the puck is dropped, and we are underway in Game 3 as Game 2.
The ruling makes the Weathermen the first team in PHL history to get a win without a goal. That's in playoffs too. Oh, he's gone. Is he back?
And it's Kachuk. What, you thought I was gone?
Thought I banished you away with that statement.
Act with the number change. Not sure if he confirmed that with the league op, so we'll see if this gets reversed again. Act cutting into the zone, 2-on-1 with Like, fires a shot, stopped by Wind, and Like tries to bank it off the side of the cage. It will be collected by Tim Jim, already more fire than the first two games of this series. Blake and name change not confirmed with the league ops either. Act fires a shot wide. Like now. Down low, tries to get it out to the line for Act, who will collect it at the left wall and get it deep. And for the Northeast Nighthawks, it's K. Gore getting it up to Tim Jim, who scored both game winners in the first two games, now being overturned, so only credited with one game winner. Kachuk across. Like misses the pass, and Blake will collect. Blake getting the start at right defense instead of missed for Game 3. So missed riding the pine after they win both games. Blake up the right wall into the zone. The style going to that.
Ooh.
Blake fires a shot, stopped by Damocles. And Topher will collect and send it up the wall to Like, the leading goal scorer this season, who tries to find Act streaking, but the pass misconnects. And Act will collect down low, fires it back on the same wall for Kachuk, the captain, gets it down low back to Like, or rather Act, with Like parked in front, and Act will get this down low for Kachuk. Kachuk with Act going to the net. And he tries to flip it towards the net, but intercepted and sent down the length of the ice. Back and forth shots are 2-1 in favor of the Nighthawks. What have you liked so far from this first period?
I mean, the Weather Boys looked pretty good here. Kachuk, Like, getting some chances there. We'll see what they can do against Wind in the net tonight. Obviously not Coochie, who was lights out in his disqualified game. But it's been pretty close between both teams. I think they're kind of feeling each other out still in the early stages of the game.
Act cuts it off 2-on-1 with Like if he can hurry, but he mishandles, and Kagor takes the puck, finds Tim Jim, the assistant captain, takes it down low, and fires it around for Style. Out to the line for Kagor, and the pass misconnects, finding the captain Wind in net for Game 3. Coochie ineligible to play, and their backup goaltender as it stands will be Mist, who signed up as a flex. Kachuk taps it over to Act, who finds Topher, the commissioner of the league, up the left wall, chips it across, looking for Act, but it's knocked down by the Waco Weathermen, or rather the Northeast Nighthawks, as Light tries to find Act in front. The pass can't connect, and Tim Jim looking for an option. It's chipped back in. Like taking the puck, tries to send it to the net for Topher. Sticked aside, and Tim Jim will collect at the left wall, sending it up, and Blake hurrying into the zone up the left side. Blake is going to have to curl back. It's sent to the line. Kagor towards the net looking for Style. It's back behind the net for Style. Damocles, he tried to bank it in. And Tim Jim in the slot. Stopped by Topher. Blake now. Kagor across. Skates it into the zone, and it pops out. Could be a potential breakaway if Act hurries, but Wynn's going to come out to play this. And he's going to send it high in the air past Kagor. Like will collect, try to fire it towards the net, and Wynn got back in time.
Could have been really dangerous there. Close call is kind of hesitated to flip that out.
Blake down low. And he's going to fire it around to his D partner, Kagor. Blake getting the start at defense as the time winds down, and that'll do it for the first period.
Yeah, the team's just kind of feeling each other out here, as I mentioned. It seemed like the Nighthawks got the better looks there later in the period. And, you know, even with the disqualified game, the Weather Boys haven't really had very many goals in this series, which is really surprising considering all the weapons on their team. You know, the Kachuk, not really Kachuk, but, Like, Act, Topher's solid too. He's underrated player.
As the puck drops, Like, the leading goal scorer and point scorer in the regular season, will collect the puck. And turns it over to Style, racing into the zone, fires a shot over the net high, and Topher will collect. Outweighting Tim Jim, Topher looking for options. No one's going up the ice. He has to find it to Act across off his back, and Like will help him out, dump it deep. And Blake curling around, sending it to Tim Jim, who fires a shot towards the net high and wide. We saw one official Tim Jim goal in a 1-0 win in Game 1. As I mentioned, Game 2 was overturned into a forfeit 1-0 victory for the Waco Weathermen. In the scenario that a forfeit victory occurs, there are no stats counted for either team. Like trying to pry it out of the hands of Style, and it's sent towards the net. Damocles out to the line. Tim Jim takes it, fires a shot, blocked by Kachuk. Perhaps it is really Kachuk. And it's sent down the length of the ice. Kagor collecting.
maybe I'm behind here in the like news and what happens in D2, but correct me if I'm wrong, but Silk is a player on the Weatherman as well. Oh, look at this tournament.
Correct, as Light comes in and takes a shot high. Sorry, Log.
I don't know if he's not here tonight or not eligible to play for whatever reason.
Yeah, Silk is not even in the building. I will check to see his availability as Blake takes a one-timer,
Ooh.
stop by Damocles, a point-blank range.
Yeah, Blake's a guy I'm rooting for if I had to pick one player in this series to shine. Kid's underrated. He's pretty good, and he's fit into D2 pretty well here for the Nighthawks. Look out, though.
As there's a partial breakaway coming. It's a full breakaway. And my game froze.
That's saved by wind. Kind of a funny one, but he
It's a
made
save
it.
by wind. I apologize as my game disconnects from the server. And we are right back in it.
Topher tried to ban you.
Didn't want me seeing that one. As Act gets it back down low. Tries to find Like in front. And Tim Jim will take this puck. It's Topher at the left point. Chipping it in the air to himself. Getting it down low to Like. And he'll call off Like, take it himself. Perhaps he should have let Like take it as the Northeast Nighthawks get the puck back. Style down low to Blake.
I'm going to grab a beer.
Good comms. Kachuk now down low. It's out to the line for Blake. Back to Style. And it's taken by Act. Misses the handle.
Oh, Act.
And Act is going to get this to Like, but it's going to be too far for him to reach. Tim Jim will collect. Back in his own zone, he's going to play quarterback, survey up the ice. The pass will come to Style. Kachuk seemingly falls down out of nowhere, maybe a hit by Style. And Tim Jim mishandles it at the line. Kachuk takes the puck over for the Waco Weathermen. The captain of the team skates it up the left side, takes it towards the net, and it's intercepted again. Out to the line, Topher now in a 0-0 game to decide who will play the Somewhere Somebodies. Like now. And it comes out to the line for Topher. Tim Jim with Style racing up the ice, and Kachuk will win the puck back. Not many options. He chips it off the wall to himself. Gets it deep, but Kagor will collect for the Northeast Nighthawks. Style on the right wall. It's Act intercepting, curling into the zone, working over Kagor. Act off the post.
Ooh, that was close. And based on how these two teams are playing, it's not who will play the somebodies, it's who will lose against the somebodies. This has been kind of icky for both sides here. That's probably the best scoring chance there by Act. Just hit the goalpost.
And yeah, I believe Silk is eligible to be playing in this game, as there was a bit of a miscommunication where he thought he had to retire from D2, but there was a miscommunication and Act was eligible to play all along. So it seems Act is not available for tonight. That's going to be a big blow for the Waco Weathermen.
Yeah.
As the clock winds down for the second period, not much action here tonight. The shots are 4-2 in favor of the Nighthawks, who had a dominant first game against this team.
They did.
How does that fare up against a quite different team in the third game?
Again, I mean, the Weathermen or whatever you call them, they're just, they have the weapons, at least a couple of them, and they're a solid team, but they just can't score in the playoffs, man. They do not have very many goals. I think just one, right? Maybe not even. And so far here, it's like they're getting some offense, but they just can't finish it. It's very reminiscent of the D3 playoffs last night with the Storm and the Bridge Bats, two teams that just were not able to score very often. We had plenty of 1-0 games in that series.
Look out, Kagor turns it over. Topher coming in, and he mishandled the puck. Couldn't get it around Blake. Like in the air across, but no one home for the Waco Weathermen. It's Tim Jim down low, firing it up the ice, looking for Style. And it's sent back to Tim Jim, who will handle it around Like, take it into the zone, fire a backhander, blocked point blank by Like.
I see the chat there, some controversy. The commissioner in the building, a couple players. Act with the jersey number and Blake with the name change. So
I initially joked about it, but it looks like Act is being scolded for that number change.
Yeah. What is he? 23.
He was originally I don't
76
remember
now.
actually. Blake across.
There we go.
Tim Jim left point,
Oh.
and he mishandled the reception. Like broke it up.
Come on, Tim
It's
Jim.
sent in front, flipping off a stick, and Style couldn't get the rebound. Chipped in, Blake. Out to the line, Kagor intercepted by Kachuk. If he has speed, he has a break, but Tim Jim has more, and he'll have to curl back and send it out to Topher. Topher takes a long shot!
Oh!
What a stick save by Wind! Pinching it off the crossbar, and it flips behind the net.
You know, he really held back on that, too. He really waited for it, and I got nervous for him, and he just flashes the stick out, and it pops over the goal. So what a save by Wind.
What a shot by Topher,
Yeah.
as we haven't seen much from him in either of these series offensively, or either of these games offensively, and he's trying to help his team fill in that spot for Silk.
Yeah.
As Act gets the start for Game 3. Sent towards the net, Damocles breaks it up, but it comes back out to Style, who taps it back to the line. Kagor out high, fires a shot blocked by Like. Blake a long shot over the net, and Tim Jim will collect, sending it down low. It hits the ceiling of the building, and Topher.
Imaginary ceiling if you're on the arena here. The ceiling is a long way up, brother.
Must have hit the Skycam wire.
The construction of
As
this
it-
arena
look
must have summoned OSHA a few times. It's very, very high in the air.
Wind was partially AFK, and they sent it back towards their own net. It almost look out again.
Look out again,
It
man.
almost happened again.
Throw
The
my
Northeast
check.
Nighthawks have to be careful.
This is quite a cursed series so far. I wonder how many times they'll miss the net as well in this game.
Perhaps a commentator's curse as the Northeast Nighthawks are trying to create something here. It's Style looking for a shot, and it was blocked point blank range. It's sent back down low. Style with Tim Jim around, and Tim Jim will pick up the puck. Gets it past Like with Style in front. Tim Jim chips it to Style. Stick
There it
lifted.
is.
Blake!
Oh!
Stopped by Kachuk!
Blake was just planted there waiting for that puck, and it came to him, and Kachuk, man, he swats it out of the air like no problem.
Kachuk ripping that out of the air. What a play by the captain. Blake now skating it in. Final minute to play in Game 1, perhaps for regulation, as Kagor tries to fire a shot towards the net. Like leaves it for Topher, who dumps the puck. Blake's going to send it up the wall to Style, who gets it deep. Like collecting. He's going to throw that up the ice again, and we're going back and forth with these dumps. It's Kagor around to Blake, with Style streaking up the ice. If he can find him, it's a breakaway, but he's going to fire it just wide of the net. Puck comes out to Like, and he'll send that across to Act. Topher taking the puck, sending it out to the line. And Kachuk firing it back in. Tipped back door for Topher, but the pass could not connect again. A lot of missed opportunities in these first few games. As that's a sitter in front!
My God, on the blue line.
It was rolling on the line, and Kachuk couldn't bury it with zeros on the clock.
Maybe an inch away from going in, just slides to the post there and out. What a chance at the end of the period. We got Prince in the chat. These teams stink! In all caps. It's sure looking like it so far, but they're slowly starting to get their chances here, and I believe we're going into the third. Win doing a little trolling in game chat here. Not sure what that was about.
Style. Looking to end this quickly as we head to overtime.
Yeah,
Next goal decides who plays the somebodies. Next goal goes to the semis.
Ooh, don't jinx it. Careful. I could do it right there in the broadcast booth.
The winner of this game, I'll say it for the third time, they will go to the semis. It's turned over to Like with Act in front. Like denied by Blake. Like gets the puck back and it pops out to Blake again. Act collecting, leaving it, and it comes out to Blake again. Topher gets a heavy touch. And Like tries to get it back in deep. It's Kagor in his own zone. Trying to get it up the wall, denied by Act. Like going to the net. Act. And it pops out to the line. Tim Jim off of Karam will collect this puck on the left wall, chipping it to himself around Kachuk, around Like, around Act. Off the wall to himself, and Like will finally intercept and kill the pressure. Like, 2-on-2, Act. Or rather, Blake and Kagor defending Like.
Nice.
And he got a
play. Good sticks.
Good poke check on him. And Kachuk down low. Intercepted by Blake. Tipped out of the zone for Style.
Here we go.
Sends it up to Tim Jim. Topher gets a stick on it. But
Style
from the left point. Backdoor looking for Tim Jim. Denied by the stick in the air. Kagor sends it back in out of the reach of Style. But Tim Jim off the back wall looking for an alley-oop pass. And Kagor out at the line looking for a shot.
A block by Act.
Blake, the forward, playing defense, is going to have to defend Act, and he does. What a stick.
Yeah, Blake's talked about having to learn defense for his D2 team. Obviously plays offense in D3 mainly. But he's had a really good attitude about it. He said it was kind of like new to him, and he's trying to play as many pucks as he could to learn it. This was a few weeks back. But great kid, and he seems pretty good out there tonight.
He's eager to improve, and he's gotten coaching from Austin himself. So Style trying to jam it out in front through the traffic, and Kagor out at center will dump it back in. Style looking to bat that in the air over to Tim Jim, but it's taken away by the Weatherman. Act looking for Like backdoor. He drops it back to Topher, and Like will get this puck first, leaving it for Kachuk. Firing it towards the net. Act looking for the tip, and it went wide.
A swing and a miss there. That was a dangerous chance, though, for Act.
Style skating it in. 3 Weathermen defending. Style rips a shot.
Oh, my God.
That's blocked, and Damocles will handle it. Kagor down low, intercepted by Topher, and it pops off the stick of Like. Style triple teamed, and Act gets it out. Blake up the wall.
Got some humor in the chat today. It's, Panther says, Weathermen are going to win on some dumb bounce, and then someone goes, I'm going to tell Topher you called him some dumb bounce.
Like at the right wall, trying to get it out. Tim Jim takes it away, and it's sticked aside by Act. Puck 50 to the far wall. Act collecting it with 2 Nighthawks defending. Takes a shot high over the net. Like chipping it in front. No one home for the Weathermen. And Style gets it out past Kachuk. With Blake on his right. He finds Blake. Racing into the zone with Topher defending. Blake off the crossbar!
Did Damocles get a piece of that before it went off the post? Was it shoulder than post? I don't know. But what a chance there for Blake. I want to see him finish that so bad. You know, I can't be biased, but it would be really cool to see him score that OT goal for his team.
Kachuk dumping it for Like with Act going to the net. Like dropping it off to Topher. Topher to the net. And it's blocked by Kagor. Topher gets the puck back with Act going to the net. Topher behind the net. Michigan off the side of the cage. Who does he think he is?
He's not you, man.
Unk still got it. And it will be dumped out to Topher. Or rather to Style. And Blake getting it deep. Dropping it off. Style and Tim Jim were bear hugging each other at the line. And Tim Jim will have to get it towards the net, over the net. Style down low, looking for a man in front, but all 3 of the Northeast Nighthawks left the zone. And we're going to go to overtime number 2 in this 3rd game of this series.
You wonder how long this is going to go. It really opened up there for a second, and You know, it's kind of been back and forth, picking up, slowing down, picking up, slowing down. That's how these OTs go. They're like a slinky, you know. So no saying how long we'll be here for. Get ready though. We do have a what is it? Semifinals at 8 p.m. tonight. The winner of this series will play the Summer Somebody. So hopefully it's at 8 p.m. We'll see.
Yeah, it could potentially be delayed as this is an exhausting
Yeah.
matchup for these players.
Yeah.
Blake down low. Kagor's going to let it slip right through Act. Tim Jim will take the puck back. Shooting it up across to Style over his head, and Kachuk, the captain, will collect. Topher. And it's in the hands of Kagor. Across lightly to Blake. Has Tim Jim across. Tim Jim missed the reception, but he gets the puck back. Sends it towards the net, looking for a tip from Style. Leaping through the air on the backhand, tried to pass it in backdoor. Act behind the defense. Looking for the wraparound, but he hit the side of the cage. Blake racing up the ice with Style. He's going to drop it across to Tim Jim. What great vision from Blake as Tim Jim fires a shot, sticked out by Kachuk again, who's been active defensively. Act, stick handling, left, right, fires off the stick of wind. Style racing in, has Tim Jim on the drop, but the puck is intercepted. And like for the Weathermen, the leading goal scorer fires a shot wide. Blake down low. Nearing the halfway point of this fifth period. Blake going coast to coast. Fires it backdoor looking for the tip from Style.
Oh boy.
Tim Jim.
It's hard to feel it up here in the booth, but you wonder how tense it is down there on the ice.
Oh! Blake scores! The Waco Weathermen pull it off again! And they're moving on to somewhere somebody's.
Yeah, what a clap bomb by Like.
A backhand ripper. And we'll see the Waco Weathermen face off against the somewhere somebody's to find out who will play the Schuylkill Channel Cats in the final.
And we'll wait for the fallout here in the chat. As
This is going to be controversial. People criticizing the Waco Weathermen, claiming that they have gotten things handed to them in the past. I know the Waco Weathermen have strongly disputed that claim, but it's going to be an interesting series against the Waco Weathermen, or rather against the somewhere somebody's.
We'll have that for you at 8 p.m. tonight. Anything else from you tonight, Jack?
I simply ask that you don't grab that remote, don't change that dial, and we'll be right back on the Puck Hockey League Network at 8 p.m.
Oh, it's the Smudge. The Smudge are down low. Shrimp Gumbo, good defensive play. Kingtron tries to wrap it around, no chance. The defense really boxing off the offensive zone for the Smudge. Now it's a breakaway pass. Buzz flip it. Look out, he's got an open net. Oh no, Buzz flip it. You have got to be kidding me. Well, now we know why he's in the booth more than the ice. No, I'm just kidding, Buzz. But oh man, his head is down. I've been there too, buddy. That was rough. 1-1 tie still. A chance for Buzz Flibbit to end it. Puff was thinking about coming out. Well, he did, actually. There's no thinking about it when you do it. And now they'll start all the way back in the Fire Ant zone. They're down low. They'll pass it up. It's Miku, number 39, for the Fire Ants. Typically a goalie, but he's taking a day off. Now Shrimp Gumbo. Good steal for the visitors. Shrimp Gumbo. Nice purple tape. Ooh, can't get around the defense.